Hi there, ladies and gentlemen. How's it going? It's great to see you all here today. Welcome back to the Lost Media Archive. Today we're talking about the Lost Five Nights at Freddy's trailer. And let me tell you, folks, or let me really tell you, I am a big fan of Five Nights at Freddy's. I love Five Nights at Freddy's. It's my jam. I've really do. I've been a fan of it since around 2015, 2016, since the time of I know for certain FNAF World. I'm a big fan of Five Nights at Freddy's. I got some merchandise, I got a lot more merchandise besides these two, but these ones I was able to bring here on set. I was able to bring the rest on set, but besides these two, I got a lot more FNAF merchandise. See, we got a FNAF blanket, I'm all about FNAF. I saw the movie in theaters opening week, it was peak, cinema. Anyways, let's begin. Scott Braden Coffin posted a video onto his YouTube channel on June 14th, 2014. The video is a trailer for his upcoming video game Five Nights at Freddy's, a point and click horror game. One of the earliest commenters was from a YouTube user known as Wallmeat, who described watching a second Five Nights at Freddy's trailer and talking about how he preferred this trailer over the previous trailer that was posted. Around 10 years later, a Reddit user who went under the username of Salka Leik Meek got in contact with Walmeet on the social media site known as X, though at the time it was known as Twitter, on July 15th, 2020. We got in contact with him and bringing up what he mentioned. According to him, there was a second trailer that is no longer available on Scott Coffin's YouTube page, and that this original version featured a different endoskeleton, and that the eyes of the endoskeleton had eyes similar to the eyes of HAL 9000 from the 1960s science fiction film 2001, A Space Odyssey, and that the video is no longer on his channel. This led people to be searching for it. Now, what the endoskeleton that he was talking about with the eye resembling the eye of HAL 9000 was found, as the image of it was found on the original Steam page for Five Nights at Freddy's, with it being an image of Freddy without his head on, and just showing the plain endoskeleton with there being different eyes. Now, alongside that, people found an archive of Scott's old Google Plus page. Google Plus was a video sharing website that is now long defunct, similar to YouTube at the time. And on his page, there were 3 deleted YouTube videos, two videos of which are available on his modern channel on YouTube, but one of which was titled Five Nights, without any spaces in between, which is completely lost. The link to it is lost, and so it is lost, as the link is no longer working, and there is no archive of the video at all. But on July 16th, 2000, but the thing is though, on July 16th, 2020, Walmart made another post on the social media site at the time known as Twitter, now known as X, saying that there was no second Five Nights at Freddy's trailer, and that in fact, when he made that comment, he was accidentally talking about the original Five Nights at Freddy's trailer, and it got details mixed up when he was originally writing that comment, that it existed. And so, due to him being the only person to ever mention there being a Five Nights at Freddy's trailer, there being second trailer, and nobody having been getting have and since nobody had gotten into contact with creator Scott Braden Coffin, most people it is officially considered to not exist. Though the exact details of what existed on the second video, Five Nights, on Scott's Google Plus page is completely unknown and remains a mystery to this day. So yeah, that's all I gotta say really. I have a few more things to say really. I'd like to thank Houston 694 for his positive comment on my Jeff the Killer video. Thank you, it means a lot to me, All your guys' comments really do mean a lot to me, They help me keep going, they really do. But also, found something interesting. I found this old thing in a box in my closet in my house. For some reason, we have a box of my dad's old stuff. I don't know why exactly. He doesn't live with us. We found a box of his stuff. It's a cassette tape. So I think it was made sometime during the early mid 1980s, sometime around that. Um, I think it was for the company he used to work for. You know, 'cause by the 1980s he was already working. But from what it seems and says on it, it seems to be for whatever company he used to work for back in the day. He I'm not sure if it's him on it or if he just owned it, but it seems to be from that this came from whatever company he used to work with, and I think it might be some kind of like internal thing. I know I'm gonna post on a second channel, so yeah, that's gonna be online in a few days. You know, this would be technically some lost media here, so stay tuned for that. I guess I'm gonna put this up online. I'll link it on later, maybe. Anyways, yeah, I'll post this later. Um, well, that's all I gotta say, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for y'all sticking around, I guess. All right, well, bye. Have a nice time.